Today we're going to talk about Chainlink. I can't believe I never talked about this one, but I'm very bullish on this project. I've been looking at it since it was about $6, $7. This isn't financial advice. This is just my opinion on the project. This is what I'm looking at on it. I am not a holder of Chainlink yet. I've been waiting for a good buying opportunity, but sometimes when you wait too long and quote unquote don't FOMO in, well, hey, sometimes you miss opportunities, but it is what it is. Chainlink, guys, it's huge. This is needed everywhere, not just DeFi. This is just needed in general. So what it is a Oracle solution. So what is an Oracle solution? Well, Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network that brings off-chain data into an on-chain format. A good example of this is, like, say for example, you go to a horse racing event and you're betting on that, hey, this horse is going to win, and someone else is betting on another horse. You have to have some sort of centralized Oracle or someone who says, yeah, this horse actually won. I mean, someone can honestly, like for example, the presidential election. You got one side saying Trump won, and then you got another side saying Biden won. How do we know who won? Well, there's not really a set Oracle for that. So that's where Chainlink comes into play. It has it's the go-to solution, or the one Oracle that they go to get data. So that's the problem with blockchains right now. They have no way to communicate with the real world to get data. So let's play a quick video on what they're looking to do.
Smart contracts are poised to revolutionize many industries by replacing the need for both traditional legal agreements and centrally automated digital agreements. But smart contracts can't access real-world data, such as data feeds, APIs, or banking systems, due to blockchain's consensus technologies. The way this problem is traditionally solved is through the use of blockchain middleware called an oracle. Oracles are defined as an agent that finds and verifies real-world data and submits this information to a blockchain to be used in smart contracts. But existing oracles are centralized services. Any smart contract using such a service has a single point of failure, making it no more secure than a traditional, centrally run digital agreement. Many centralized oracles rely on notarization or manual human input, slowing down the process and bringing in big levels of trust. Chainlink is a secure, cutting-edge Oracle middleware network that is fully decentralized by being based on blockchain technology. It allows smart contracts to access key off-chain resources like data feeds, APIs, traditional bank account payments, e-signatures, market data, weather data, sports scores, commodities trading, health claim data, and anything else you can conceive of, by chain linking multiple data inputs to help eliminate any one point of failure. The Chainlink network provides reliable tamper-proof inputs and outputs for smart contracts on any blockchain. By providing smart contracts secure access to key data resources, Chainlink allows other parties and actors to mimic real-world agreements that require external proof of performance and various payment methods. Really, without Chainlink, smart contract platforms can't expand too far beyond tokenization and the occasional enclosed game. Chainlink is the first technology which will be able to connect enterprise blockchains, real-world data, and legacy banking, solving the Oracle problem. It can all be as simple, or as complex, as the smart contract creator wishes. Chainlink can help so many industries, for example, securities needing market data, or insurance companies and supply chain companies that both need evidence of events and timestamps. Remember, high-value contracts in the finance world will require a decentralized oracle, as it puts all the risk onto the oracle rather than the smart contract creator. The smart contract creator doesn't risk losing money, the node operators do. These high-value contracts don't like single points of failure. Decentralization will give them confidence and efficiency. The Chainlink ecosystem.
So I hope that kind of puts it into perspective, but let's go ahead and go over Chainlink. Here's some of the use cases. Guys, this is literally used for everything. So this can be used for decentralized finance, DeFi, external payments, gaming and randomness, insurance, enterprise systems, supply chain, utilities, authorization, identity, government. It's literally limitless. So anytime you have to have some sort of price feed, data feed, or any sort of data feed onto the blockchain, this is needed. How this is going to work is it's going to bring real world data to the blockchain. So for example, like with supply chains, people need to know, hey, the food was stored at so-and-so. Hey, the food is on its way. Hey, the truck has been loaded up with the supplies on so-and-so date. It should interact or be received at this time. It's just information bringing onto the blockchain. So here is a list of some of the token holders. This is something I don't really like. So this is on Etherscan. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think the sixth one as well. So almost, or actually over 60% of the supply or total supply of the Link tokens are held by the founders and the creators of the project. So it's kind of like, I don't know, bro. It's not really good. And also another gray line for me is this. There's really no release schedule on the remaining supply. If you guys want to see that, there's currently still about 600,000 that need to be released. That's over double. So it's kind of like, what's the token economics on it? Why can't you just disclose and say, or why can't you put it in the code and say, yeah, we're releasing so-and-so, like several other projects will do. So it's kind of a little gray area for me on that. But again, this project is really bullish. I mean, just look at all these partnerships. They're partnered with Google, Stakefish, Nim, Aave, Harmony One, CoinGecko, probably CoinMarketCap too, Unibright. I mean, you guys name it, Etherisk. There's so many different projects. Morpheus, Polkadot. There's so many projects, guys. Literally every single sphere or every single blockchain in the space is partnered with Chainlink. Because why? Well, they're the best. And this is also another breakdown that we were just talking about. So yeah, it is the Chainlink team for the 6-1 as well. So guys, Chainlink is mainly the top 6. In the top 6, all the Chainlink team owns them. So keep that in mind. This is also another thing that's kind of like, I don't know. 122, they have 122 nodes that you can choose from. So it's technically, they say Chainlink is decentralized, but if something is truly decentralized, you can choose from as many nodes as you want. I mean, guys, if you think I'm wrong, that's fine. That's just my opinion on it. You guys can leave in the comments below. You guys can bash me on it if you want. But again, if I'm bringing any value to you guys in this video, please smash the like button. If you guys are not liking the video, go ahead and smash the dislike button. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We like to talk to you about crypto projects and different altcoin gems and upcoming projects, and obviously blue chip projects in the crypto sphere like this. So they have 122 total nodes. I know you're looking at me like, bro, it's 122 nodes. It's a ton to choose from. Well, if you really think about it, it's not. I mean, say a small company, they don't want to get data feeds from Google, YouTube, or many of the larger companies, because I'm assuming the 122 different nodes are going to be larger companies. So you can actually select, or you don't have the option to select other nodes. So like with API 3 on the other hand, you can actually run your own node and create your own one with the Air node solution. So it's kind of cool. But again, guys, both of these are needed in the sphere. I think Chainlink is partnered with API 3. I haven't done research on that. But if they partner with API 3, then it's like, oh, well, more nodes can come on the board. So then it's like, oh, wow, okay. Well, Chainlink, guys, is still #1. Don't get me wrong. This is a great project. Not financial advice, but guys, Chainlink is going places. It really is. Look, Aave, Synthetics, Celsius, Nexus Mutual, ENS, they got everything. So again, mainly what Chainlink is it's a DeFi solution, insurance solution. It's literally everything. In general, what you want to know is Chainlink brings real world data to the blockchain. Now, how do they do that? Well, here's the tokenomics. You need the Chainlink token or the Link token in order to actually process transactions on the Chainlink network. So how does that work? Okay, so say Aave or Synthetics, they're trying to get a price feed. They need to pay the Link tokens in order to get the live data feeds. So Chainlink is being used literally every single day. If you guys want to check up a Chainlink node, you guys can do some more research on it, about the requirements, what you need for your computer, etc., and you guys can get into that yourself. Over a couple of the frequently asked questions. and we'll go ahead and break it down. So what is real world data? Well, real world data, like we explained, like for example, the price of something, the weather, who won the race, and so on. What is the Chainlink network? It's a decentralized oracle. Guys, this is mainly going to sum up what we've already talked about, but we're just running over the frequently asked questions. Node operator, you guys can do some more research on how to set up your own node if you guys want to do that. So now this is important. What makes Chainlink Oracle network more reliable than other networks? Well, the Chainlink network is quote-unquote composed of the highest quality Sybil resistant Oracle nodes. So these are the ones that they've chose. These are the ones they chose. So obviously they're doing something right because they have so many partnerships. So I'm not really going to argue against their choices. Obviously they chose them because they know what they're doing. Now this is the problem is it says how decentralized. It's not saying Chainlink is decentralized. It's saying how decentralized. So it's really not fully decentralized. I know a lot of people are going to argue with me on this. It really isn't fully decentralized. If it's fully decentralized, you can select any node that you want. But it is still to a certain degree, it is fairly decentralized compared to other options that are out there. Now, a lot of people are thinking, well, could this be labeled as a security? Yes, that is a risk because a lot of the tokens are held by the owners and not the owners, but the founders of the Chainlink network. So that I think is what's holding the price back a bit because this project is huge. This should be priced, in my opinion, more than what it is at now because nothing can run without a Oracle. Options are limited if you guys don't have a Oracle that brings out data from real world data to the on-chain. Because that's the whole point, is trying to interact the two together. But really, you only have about 120 nodes or 122 nodes to choose from, so there is a limited amount of nodes. But then there's other solutions like API 3 where you can run your own air node. And like with the affecting the Oracle reputation score, obviously if you're gonna have someone who's overcharging on gas prices or is not giving the right data or is taking too long, it's gonna slash their stake, one, and two, it's going to hurt their reputation score. So you can actually look at their reputation scores and see what they're doing, down of how that's going to work. So with the tokens, so say for example, Bob wants a trustless data for a smart contract. So he's going to choose Chainlink. So what he's going to do is he's going to choose a certain number of nodes from Chainlink, and they're all going to give him a quote for a price. And he's probably going to choose the cheapest one or the lowest amount of link as a transaction fee. The nodes, they're also staking their link, so that's how they prove that there's honesty, because if they aren't honest, well, they're going to lose their link. It's going to be slashed. So that's the whole point of staking the link, is you get a portion of the transaction fees, etc. We can get more into that if you want, or just there's other videos you guys can do some more research on it. This is just a general overview. So Bob's selected node provides the data, answers with the aggregated contract, and each node gets paid in link. And we already explained the slashing and so on, that helps with the integrity. So that's really what the Chainlink is used for. Also, you can use it for staking. I don't know what the maximum amount is. So you guys can actually go through the nodes. You can go into each of the nodes and do some research on it, just like this, and see the different jobs that they do, find out their data sources. So it's kind of cool. So you can see exactly where they're getting their data from. So it is open source, so you know what you're getting. So then again, it is a little bit centralized. So say, for example, you're pulling data from Twitter, and it's like, well, I don't want to pull data from Twitter. I want to pull it from Bob, who posted on Twitter. But say his Twitter post gets deleted. So you got all those factors coming into play, but it's not their fault. They can't really do anything about it. I mean, it's not a bad thing about the project. It's just something that's like, well, if you want to choose your own data, how can you only choose from 120 nodes? Again, that's just my opinion. It is still a great project. Don't get me wrong on that. So this is how Chainlink will scale. Obviously, they have those solutions into play. They even allow like off-chain solutions, just like they have Layer 2 and so on, or like the Bitcoin Lightning Network. And then when they broadcast onto the network, that's when the actual transaction fee is paid. and then however many transactions happen on the back end. Those are all the transaction fees are divided equally. So say for example, you have one total transaction on the main chain and it's going to cost you $10, and you have 10 different transactions that were off chain, then each of those transactions would be each charged $1. So that's how you can factor it in. You guys can look into these different frequently asked questions, but basically guys, I'm really bullish on this project. Chainlink it's a killer need in the blockchain industry. I mean, it's in my opinion, it's still undervalued at this. I'm just going to run over the two things that worry me is the unknown inflation rate, and then on top of that, the second thing is the quote-unquote centralization part of not being able to choose your own nodes. And you also have the thought with the SEC coming after it, labeling it as security. That's with several other cryptocurrencies as well. The only two that are deemed as not a security are Ethereum and Bitcoin. If you guys got any value out of this video, please go ahead and smash the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're going to go ahead and leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 28 verses 8. Whoever increases wealth by taking interest or profit from the poor amasses it for another, who will be kind to the poor. So what that means, guys, is give. Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy. You need to give. Hence why several billionaires or even millionaires, they give a lot to charity. You guys need to give. You always give what you've received, and the more you give, the more you get, and the more you get, the more you give. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.